Good day, and welcome to the very first episode of And Having Built, the Lee Enfield Project. Now, this is going to differ from many of the previous And Having Builts because my grandfather has awesomely decided to assist me in this particular venture. And we're going to be taking a used and abused rifle No.4 Mark I, and we're going to be turning it into an absolute beauty. Now, in the introductory for this particular series, some were confused and thought that it was a rifle No.5 Mark I, mainly because this particular Lee Enfield Sporter has been modified to somewhat resemble that particular rifle, but it is clearly labeled Rifle No.4 Mark I on the receiver. Now, I'm actually going to be using a different camera to film the refinishing process. I'm going to use specifically this particular camera here that will give you a general eyes view of the action. So with that, let's head out to the garage and get to work. Alright. Why do I always have to get things that are 48 feet long? Alright, now, I vaguely remember how to do this.
Well, take the butt plate off first.
Now, of course, I'm also going to be talking into the camera and to you at the same time, so that might get a little confusing. Looks like these screws have taken a little damage over the years, too.
So have we.
Like, this is an original World War II Enfield. Well, technically it's made at Matby, but whatever. Now, where Matby is, I couldn't tell you. Now, I thought they were supposed to be brass butt plates. That's what I had read. But I think that might have just been the Mark III's.
It might have been.
Yeah.
That's original.
Man. Nasty. I don't know what that gunk is. Really? I'll go get the other one. Yeah, it does have a screw down there. Or a screw, yeah, it's a screw. A screw. I don't...
Looks like. Die, dog.
Oh, I hate doing these. Couldn't the British have been like the Russians?
Well, we throw it away. Gee. Take that brown rag, throw it on the floor. That thing's cutting my toes off.
Well, the problem is trying to line it up down that stock, but that's what I had read. Now, I remember reading that there was supposed to be some of those, something back down there, and there might have been back in the day.
So, what's supposed to be down in there?
There was supposed to be some kind of wadding or something. That's what the thing said. I think we might blue this, if it can take bluing.
I'm not sure you can. That don't look like the right kind of metal.
I think this is supposed to be zinc, but I also read that it was supposed to be steel, but what I'm thinking is this thing has got upgraded at some point. Or I'll just leave it on and refinish it that way.
Well, it might have to.
It's not ideal, but if I can't get it off, I can't get it off. You should be able to do it. It won't be easy, though.
Well, we'll leave that till last. See what happens.
See, there it is.
Because it would be a lot better to have it not done than to strip off that screw.
Exactly. At least this thing came out easily. Now, theoretically, okay, that comes out like that. So I'm guessing that screw comes out like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah, I think this might work. That's too big. I think this might be just right. There we go.
Now let's don't forget how we do it. Right now it looks pretty simple.
Yeah, it does. It's just 2 screws, so. Okay, well that comes out of there like that. Okay, so theoretically this should just pop right off. And it's not.
Gotta go that way. Yeah.
Is there anything holding it on? Other than just dirt? Not seeing anything.
No, so that. Wait a minute. Wiggle the wood. Uh-oh.
What?
Well,
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know who had.
yuck.
Yeah, this looks like this was original, and then somebody cut it up for some reason.
Well, they didn't bother to clean it when they got through.
You know what this could be? No, I remember the original one didn't look like that. I was thinking this might be some kind of might have been just the original lower handguard. I guess they cut it up.
I got NPA here, whatever that means.
I have no idea what that means. I'll look that up though.
Well, I guess we need to clean it. Which one do you want, the wood or the metal?
Let's just start up. I'll start with this bit here. First thing I'm gonna do is get that sticker off of there.
This thing might be 2 pounds lighter if we clean it.
Yeah, get all that dirt off of there.
Hit it with that a bunch and then we'll look at it and see.
But yeah, this thing is disgusting. Which I don't really care too much about, because probably why I got it so cheap.
I'm really surprised they took it.
Yeah, you'd think. I imagine they gave them about $50 for this thing, though, or something.
I think it's probably more like 20 because it's so filthy. You got some genuine World War II dirt here.
Hey, you know, it might be from World War II for all we know.
Might have some guts in it.
So I don't know. I really don't know what the story on this thing is at all. Because it's not in its original World War II configuration, obviously. So I don't know. Either A, the guy cut down on this, although why he did that, I couldn't tell you. He might not have ever finished, or they might have just taken the scope off of there. But whatever the case may be, I don't understand why he let it get so... Oh, I bet I know what happened. I bet he bought this thing, put it in the closet, and never did anything with it.
Yeah, somebody cut stock off, I guess. I've never seen that.
Now, there's supposed to be 2 handguards on... There's a handguard that goes all the way to the barrel on the bottom, and then 2 handguards on the top. There's something reasonable.
Okay.
No, it actually can move now without a screwdriver.
Right, trumpets out there said you have a gun, but you can't play with it.
I think this one's walnut. No, this one's lighter than this. So this might be walnut, this might be birch or something.
It's probably oak. I'd be poison too back.
Well, it's...
That's why he sold it.
Hey, where's that stuff?
Oh, that stuff.
Something to get this stuff out of here. Other than just banging it on here.
You probably have to use a brush or something. Brush right there.
Oh, well, it's labeled brushes. Whatever next?
What'd you do? Go in there and tell them where's the nastiest, dirtiest old thing you got?
No, but...
And they said, oh, here you go.
It said Lee Enfield on it, and I got it.
Or did they have that out on display?
Yeah, they just had it sitting out there. Said Lee Enfield.
Thing's not too dirty.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I'm not using brown soap.
Oh,
Boy, if it takes all that just to clean this, we get to the
actual everything, that's going to be somewhat difficult.
I think if we can ever get this thing where it'll shoot, and I assume it will, get it cleaned up a little bit so we don't die of pollution every time you fart. It might turn out to be a pretty good gun. Let me see, there was part of this right here. We'd probably gonna have to hit that with a sander. Make it smooth.
Yeah.
Can't take off too much though, because make sure it'll fit. You think you had this buried in the backyard for 3 days?
It could be like that person who had that double barrel in that wall thing, and it had all that hair on it.
Oh yeah. Here, this is yours.
I know, I was wondering. Or that 22 that it literally had hair. When you got to it, I'd already knocked off the hair. Like, literally it had hair on it. I'm not even joking. It's already pretty smoothed down. I don't think we'll be able to get out too many of these burrs and stuff like that. It looks like somebody tried to draw on here or something.
That's the ones I hate, is the ones where people want to carve their initials in it.
That black paint's coming off.
Let me say something here just a minute.
I think I'll go ahead and take off the front sight ears. That way we can get to that metal a little easier.
Oh.
I think that might need like a special tool or something to actually adjust. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
That's a screw.
I know, but look how filthy that is.
Huh?
Look how filthy that is.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's see. That's the rear stock stuff there. No. This is the front stock thing. Yeah, the four stock. That's the front side ear. Ow! Ah!
What'd you do?
I was pulling that up, and I got my. That thing's sharp. Feel that?
Yeah, look at it. See, it's supposed to be.
I didn't break the skin, but that's dirt on there. That's dirt all on there.
Well, yeah.
I'm guessing whatever British guy had this was. I'm guessing whatever British guy had it could have dropped it in the dirt a bunch of times.
Well, if it was military, they better have.
I guess he had it leaning up against the wall because there was some sheetrock. Hey, there's the number. There's a number up here. It says NA3C22 something. Here, hold on a second.
Huh?
Hold up a second. Oh, I think this might be an export because it says on the barrel here 5 tons.
5 tons?
Yeah, see?
What's 5 tons have to do with anything?
Well, from what I read, apparently they'd label how many tons of these things they were shipping.
Oh. Well, they shouldn't have put it on the gun.
Well, I don't know.
But I wouldn't be surprised.
So this might have been foreign military aid or something along those lines.
Okay, your mission while I go see if they're still playing football. I bet they didn't wait for me. Take this.
Yeah.
And just rub down the barrel. Try to make it all look like this. So you probably have to take some of that black off right there.
Yeah. Well, we're going to re-blue the whole thing anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You're going to have to put some pressure on it, and you got to do it more than once. So. But don't get crazy.
All right.
Let me see if they're still playing. Get most of it.
All right.
And just hit it with steel wool. Oh yeah, that's gonna work good. scrape it off and then sand it off.
Although, you know, that's something kind of funny. Somebody actually bought one of these, well, not this specifically, but a collectible gun, probably paid, I don't know how many thousands for it. Well, he wanted it to be 100% original, so what he did is he went in and redid the stock because somebody had painted it black. Come to find out, that was what it was originally. And so he just took out all that value.
I don't think I've ever seen a military gun with a black stock.
Well, the reason it was from I think it was called the Crimean War.
Oh, well, I missed that one.
And apparently they painted it black so it wouldn't be as visible. Because I'm not sure if I remember it right, but apparently the varnish they used on that stock was really high visibility.
Well, what we had in the core, which I still think is the best way to do it, is a plain natural stock. There wasn't nothing on it. And what you got to do was every time the drill instructor got upset, we'd go have a linseed party and have to sit there and rub linseed in it all day so it wouldn't break when you used it to get down on the ground. Okay, I'm going to watch 2 more minutes and you can
steel wool to my heart's content. Well, after a few more long minutes of steel wooling, I decided to call it a day. Now, for next time, we're going to get started on many of these small parts, and we'll also get started bluing as well. And for those who are curious, the Texans lost, as you would expect. But, in any event, I am General Lotz, wishing you good steel wool and good wire brush, or whatever makes you happy. If you enjoyed the first episode of And Having Built, please consider subscribing, and please consider supporting me on Patreon so that I can continue bringing you these great projects.